Hello everyone, this is Shruti Srivastava from Ajinkya Patel University, SEM 8 final year, and today we're going to talk about chatbot in this video. So let's get started with what we're going to cover in this video. So the agenda of this video is basically we are going to explore what a chatbot is in the introduction part to get you familiarized with the topic, and then we are going to explore the importance of it, the working of a chatbot, and the architecture of the chatbot with the natural language processing. And then we are going to see the implementation part, followed by the application, such as where the chatbots are useful, and then finally the conclusion. So let's get started with it. Introduction. What is a chatbot? Well, a chatbot, or popularly known as chatbot, is basically a software application or a computer program that simulates and processes human conversation. You can converse with it via text or speech, and it will interpret your words and phrases and give a preset reply to whatever query you are having, allowing humans to interact with digital devices as if we are communicating to a real person. So now let's move on to the importance of the chatbot. So chatbots are basically streamlined interaction that I basically used in customer service or any other customer query related industry that answer to the user's inputs. The consumers want to be able to use chatbots to surface information and get answers quickly and easily to the FAQs or frequently asked questions as they are known. It has been found that the industries that use the customer waiting time is reduced by 21% to the customers if having interacted with the chatbots, and has been the easiest way since it is always available. As in, the chatbots are available for 24/7 query while customer service agents are not. So, that being the importance of chatbots in servicing the human needs. Now, let us move on to its working. So, basically, in this video, we are going to talk about how chatbots work with the use of NLP or natural language processing. So, there are many other ways such as NLU and many more, but we are going to keep it to natural language processing in this video. So for many applications, the chatbot is connected to the database. The database is utilized to sustain the chatbot and provide appropriate responses to the users. The NLP can translate the human language into and convert it into data information that the bot can understand. And with a blend of text and patterns, it can be used to convey applicable responses. So how does NLP work? Basically, there are five stages, that is tokenization, in which the words are segregated, and then the sentiment analysis takes part, where the user's needs and the nature of inquiry is assessed. Then we have the normalization part. In this, the program model processes the text to find out the typographical errors or common spelling mistakes that anyone of us can communicate, or the autocorrect errors that we make, and are indicated to enhance the response of the chatbot, since it can only process the data which we are typing as per the user's request, and give the appropriate response. Then we have name and entity recognition, the program model of the chatbot that looks for different categories of words, such as whether it's payment related inquiry or product related inquiry, and basic, or you have given a wrong address, shipment related query, whatever it is, it belongs to the name entity recognition system part where the information is processed. Then we finally have the dependency parsing. The chatbot searches for the subject, verbs, common phrases, noun, whichever has been used in the user's text, to discover related phrases to it in the NLP library, and provide and process the relevant responses. So now that we know how it works, let us move on to the architecture of a chatbot. So basically, architecture, we have the first layer as the input, uh, which is generated by the user. Whichever query you have, you type in to the GUI or the messenger app that has the chatbot instance in it, and then from this, the bot to connect it to the knowledge base or the database that it has with associated with the NLP library to get the context of the user's input and give relevant responses. So now let's move on to natural language processing and understand it a little better to get us a better understanding of the same. So uh, NLP is a part of NLTK library, which is a leading platform for building Python programs and working with human language data. And NLP is a way for computers to analyze, understand, and derive meaning from human language in a smart and useful way. By utilizing NLP, the developers can organize and structure the knowledge. Tasks such as automation, summarization, translation, name entity recognition, sentiment analysis, relationship abstraction, speech recognition, topic segmentation can easily be implemented in this way. So that is all about natural language processing, and I hope you understand the concept a little better. Now, let's move on to the implementation of the natural language processing in a chatbot. So, the implementation takes part in the following stages that we have already discussed. The tokenization part, where the words are segregated from one another, a bunch of words are segregated from one another, and each word is pre-processed to eliminate the common spelling mistake errors or typographical errors, whichever may have occurred. Then we have the keyword matching system, in which each word is taken into context to the knowledge data and the database in the NLP library, and the keyword matching is processed, and whichever keyword matches, so that the bot understands the human user input, and then it can generate response related to the user query. So these being the stages, now let's move on to the application as to where and which industries the chatbot can be utilized in. So basically, the application of a chatbot can be segregated into the following industries. First, let us tackle the retail and e-commerce sector, education, healthcare, travel and hospitality, media and entertainment, banking, and finance sector. So, and there are many others, but these are the most prominent sectors where chatbot is usually utilized. So, in all these sectors, the users or the customers have queries or frequently asked questions or anything related, they can ask the chatbot, since the customer service agents are not always available. The chatbots provide a 24/7 service to these customers and can record queries for further interaction as well, which is mostly useful in the retail and e-commerce sector in case you have a payment or shipment related query. In education sector as well, you can interact with different doubts that you have, and for travel and hospitality, basically, in case you have any query related to the area, what kind of vaccination do you need, or are there any nearby hotels, or related to if you're traveling for business, are there any related hotels available? In healthcare sector, it is most so chatbots can provide the nearest doctors list to you, or what consultation fees do they charge, or which specialist should you go and see for a given condition in the healthcare sector. For media and entertainment, chatbots provide uh, links to you for articles or blogs, or refer news articles to you which are of relevant interest to yours. And for banking sector, chatbots can be used to address frequently asked questions such as what documents should you need to open a bank account, or which account should you open, or which bank should you open a particular account in, uh, or what is the procedure for the same, and various other queries. So basically, that encapsulate the application of that chatbot in these sectors, while there are many more. Let's move on to the conclusion part of the video to summarize this video. So the basic downside of chatbots is just that they can be prone to malicious attacks sometimes on the database. Uh, Although that is not very frequent, but chatbots, irrespective of that, chatbots are very effective tools when it comes to the industries such as education or e-commerce. The main aim of chatbot is to build tools to help people facilitate the work and their interaction with computers using natural language. They cannot completely replace humans, but can imitate human conversation perfectly. And uh, they can downsize the work of customer service agents and can respond to you much quicker and resolve your queries much faster, and are also available 24/7 for your help.